Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is the African Crypto Warlord Show, and welcome to pre-market probabilities of BTC Christmas. Okay, so what we're going to look into here is just the statistics, probabilities, and the direction of volatility. Quick thing, all this side is for is letting me know when volatility is at 0 and when it's at, let's say, 100, when it's like red. So not maxed out or at 0 or anything, but I know that is a point for mean reversion. Okay, these guys in the middle, this just lets me know how close I am to any level I put up, any of these lines that I can put up here on the left. Okay, got reverse wave trends. It lets me know how close I am to them. All right, PB cone will come next, PB2 and VREs, but we use that on lower term time frames, for example. So let's get into it. What I'm going to show you here is the Bitcoin distribution probability cone on the 3-day. All right, so this is starting from Friday the 18th February, so early this year. So let's get into it. What we're looking for here is a little bit of speed to get that going to the end of the year. All right, and play. Let's go. And we're going to get our cone. And all we're monitoring for is when we get to the mean and where and how we get to the mean. Okay, that's a little bit better. This is a little bit janky in the start, these things. Okay, come on, TV. So now we can see that all the way at the beginning of February, our price was $39,000 pretty much on the spot here with a negative skew. Okay, so now we're sitting all the way down here in this region. Let me get rid of that so everything looks faster. And this is on the 3-day. And what we can see here is we've come through, we've hit a whole bunch of these bands, we hit the outlier, we pulled back in. Now the general idea is when you hit the outlier, you start looking for mean reversion play. Obviously it can get crushed all the way through until the next band down at 10 grand, $500, you could say. Currently we're at 16,823, but our mean reversion points that we have to look for other time frame flashes will have to come from this region. Okay, so the general idea being is if you start closing candles below these dots and lines, you're going to look for 15,203. You fail there, the next target down is 13, just call it 600. Okay, now you start holding above this region, you're looking for target of 18,907, but as you can see there's drag, so you could pop through and have a hidden bear div. Okay, in a region maybe somewhere down here, January 25th, round about here 2023, you'll see it. You could see a little bit of a battle if they were to keep it lower here, but this region for now, if it was to get bullish, you would look at 18,571 for your initial breakthrough to get into your higher highs. Your next higher high will be this region, $21,000 about in due time. Okay, now what am I going to do? I'm going to throw it up. If we can remember the idea, we're looking for 0 in volatility. This lets me know how far, these things let me know how far away I am from points over here, and this is the direction of volatility. So we're contracting was positively correlated, but it's starting to lose strong positive correlation, so it's curling over. General idea being is if price closes above the green line, you look for continuation, which will support this for longer term time frames, turn up into $21,136. Okay, now what makes this a viable opportunity? We see that volatility is maxed and it's positively correlated. So the longer term time frame means whichever direction this thing goes, it's really just going to go. Okay, so now we're going to manage the other volatility over here, so we can see that they're all zeroed out. Okay, so we'll be looking for a new trend, and the general idea being is if we've been going down and we zeroed down here, our mean reversion point will be this point, but we start looking for means, and if the means are above our current price action, it gives us a good hint where it naturally would want to go. Sorry, let me pull this out. There you go. So now you can see there, all three, there's only 4 out of 5. We've hit this reverse wave trend. As I say, that's supporting some of this. We have mean reversion play over here happening. And we will now go look at this 7 day. So 7 days contracting negatively correlated, which means volatility is decreasing and correlation is negatively correlated, which indicates that there's something called positive drift in the market. The algos will naturally buy up little bit by little bit. So they've got more buying pressure, you could say, or buying volume on when the indicator says this. Okay, the whole idea is to be on the right side of the algos. And we use mean reversion, volatility, statistics, and entropy to do that. Okay, so then the 7 day says if we can hold, let's go put up a, we haven't mean reverted as of yet, so we're going to go put up a RWT. So if you can hold, if I can hold, if we can hold, I shouldn't even be saying anything like that. But if the Bitcoin should be holding above this general reverse wave trend at 16,200, you could say, with positive drift, it does make it a little bit harder to beat down. We do have a hidden bear div, but we still have quite a while to play this out. We have 1 day and 12 hours from now. Okay, so this is the 3 day. Let's go look at things that line up with the 3 day. So we haven't had any volatility yet, but it tells me that we have outliers. So if I was to draw a bell curve, there's no data points at the thin tail and the fat tail. So that tells me that we're looking to maybe invert or just start a new data set. Okay, we're not fully zeroed yet in volatility, so the play is still happening. We just know that we have 0 points in volatility, and now it's going to look for a thin tail event to kick off the fat tail event, and then you see if it matches up with the previous downtrend, or if that flips it, and then can make it a bullish trend. Okay, so but you have to use the other tools for that anyway. So what we have here is we need to match up with, oh come on, why did you do that to me? We need to match up regions on that chart. Yes. Okay, so we can see that we have return oscillator wanting to mean revert to the upside. General rule, if this candle and the next candle hold above these dots, it will give it the opportunity to mean revert through. Now that means in the next, over the next 6 days, it's going to have to hold above a JMA. Alright, and we can put any one of these on. So this is the outlier, that would be the sell, where you can maybe catch a good bounce at 16,732 if it was to stay, if it is to stay bullish, because it is holding up here. Okay, what I was saying is if we close above that thing that just turned green for 2 candles, we will look for continuation to the upside. We'll start to get targets on that now in a moment. Alright, so 3 days mean reverting, hit its flashes, that's cool. Contraction was positively correlated. That's what's holding it beneath the distribution cone over here. Okay, so what do we have next? This is the 24 hour. The 24 hour is contracting and sort of sideways at the moment, right? No volatility to look out for just yet. Same thing, outliers occurring as we had on previous time frames. We'll note that. Mean reversion to the upside, a little bit bullish. So let's see. Hold above. That didn't want to work out. Timed out. Math too strong. Okay, I'll just put on a VRE. Okay, so the VRE will make it a little bit better. What's happening here? VRE will make it a little bit better. You hold above this reverse wave trend. You can look for, okay, so here's the plan. It's sideways, but if the candle does close on the next print above the mean, that will naturally kick in the positive drift to go start looking for 17. At the time it prints, just call it 1760. Okay, now we're going to go look at the 12 hour. Hidden bull div forming here. You need to hold above a region here. There you go. You need to hold above this guy, the JMA, to have the hidden bull div pull through. Same part. There we go. There's our target we just called out pretty much. $20 off. 1746. Contraction. So volatility is looking to expand. The catch 22. If this goes red and that goes south, that's going to definitely go hunt way lower, because it'll be a big drive and a denying of mean reversion. Let's just go throw up a reverse wave trend to see where we'll be denied mean reversion. Denied mean reversion, if you keep it underneath 168923 for 3 candles, you can curl it over. And obviously this will get tighter and tighter. Now, good targets to look for, 16759 and 16895. If it was to break anywhere from here, those are going to be 2 places that you're going to see a lot of liquidity. just following through on these orange lines. Now let's go look at the 6 hour. Our 6 hour, nothing on the volatility. On the mean reversion, we have mean reversion play. So we have to, for this to be true, you need to hold it below. Let's see, that will be a good one actually. So it's going to be sideways, as you can see, because price action is in between. So I know how close I am to everything. But we've mean reverted low. So we're below the, oh, we're just above it. Okay, so this will be the fight for the day. And the daily mean is over here. You're looking for, there you go. You're looking to close below a 1682, but as it chases down, so maybe call it 16820. You close below 16820, you look for continuation, maybe down into this region here. But there's going to be a lot of fighting because we've just had 2 crosses. This is a bullish statement coming through an old bearish statement. Okay, so we're going to have a lot of trappy. Look for regions as we've stated over here. That's looking good. Mean reversion play can decrease to the downside with mean reversion to the downside. If that one ticks red, you'll look for continuation to the red line. Okay, now we're going to go look at our 3 hour. 3 hour is the highest volatility set, is maybe halfway through its bell curve. So everything else is flat, and only the thing that where you put the peak in a standard distribution, only that one's got data. And it's only got 50% of its data. So it's not giving us much information, but it's telling us that we centrally weighted. So this is a very central point. There's going to be a big range to come from this 3 hour distribution play. Okay, over here we have mean reversion play. Over there's hidden bear div. So the hidden bear div will be true if you pretty much start closing anything below these crosses that we pulled up here, which could be likely. Same rule applies though. If we do fall, or if Bitcoin does fall through, there'll be a cross in these lines. There'll be a fish back up into this region. So maybe to catch on a short, or you catch on a short on the way down, and if it's not strong enough, you'll have an opportunity to get out. I don't know. Let's see how the market plays. Currently, you might not have that opportunity to retest anytime soon if that mean reverts and that stays red. I hope this is helpful. If it is, please do let me know. So this is very interesting. We have 90-minute completely mean reverted, and we have a 45-minute mean reverting, and we have a 45-minute also some flashes. So I have some expansion, a little bit unsteady yet from this new distribution. General idea being is you hold above any one of these cones here, 16, 18, 18. You will have the opportunity to keep the mean reversion play for intraday tomorrow, 16, 836. Okay, you'll wait for that when this blue flash is off, and once that happens, you'll get a better direction. And when the blue flash comes off, that will mean revert through. Only thing here is we're going to turn off the cone, and we're going to put on surgical tools. Ultimate power mean, that's cool. And there you go, and we'll do the ultimate power mean because when they cross, there you go. Okay, so there's a lot of data in the center here. Now what we're looking at is when this mean, when this power mean crosses through our VRE daily mean, we're gonna see a pullback in. Okay. Thing is, it will happen at the end of the print on the 90-minute more than likely. Last 3 minutes before and the 3 minutes of the new 90-minute print, you'll see the hunt to come back and touch this line. So here's a general idea. If you start closing, if this thing closes below here for 2 candles, this red line, so for 180 minutes, about from here, you're going to look for continuation into this JMA 16801. You could have a wick opportunity here. You have previous day that wasn't touched at 16. I'll make this bigger. At 16. Here's previous data at 16,750 about. So there's previous day that wasn't touched. So this is a region of interest. We have another power mean, you could say, coming in and wanting to target another level here. So curl it over, hold above this guy, and you can keep your trend back in. I hope this was helpful. What I will be doing is showing you the 45-minute distribution cone. Oh no, it's all gone. Okay, no 15. There's a 15-minute distribution cone that should be here. And this is our VRE mean. So this is my intraday target. What am I looking for here? PB cone. Boom, you hold above here. We're going to go hopefully target that region. You close below here. I'm going to hopefully go target this region. And I hope this was helpful. Let's go throw up some. I need to get used to these keys so that I can be faster. There. Expansion to the downside can be true if you close below pretty much this JMA. Boom, and then you're going to see the dump come in. Maybe you want to curl into this as it did previously here. So it's been a very interesting time, and we will use, I think it was our 3-day as levels. Hold above the JMA here, look for continuation into these blue dots, into the white dots. Hold above those, look for continuation up into any one of these regions. I'm just going to say 1859. Close below here, start looking for 15,200. Contraction, positively correlated, which means it's a hard fight, but we do have a curl over. We have a reverse wave trend. Stay above the reverse wave trend, you're good. As soon as this red and green line breaks through the orange line, you're continuing into this region. That becomes an immediate target. I hope that was helpful. Have a good day further.